Hey everyone, I'm Zanbig, this is Auto Group, and this is the 2018 Honda Accord Touring 2.0 turbocharged. And this car makes 252 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. And of course it has leather in the inside because this is the top of the line touring trim. It's $36,000, and outside it does have like a dark like mineral gray type metallic color. And let me just show you around the exterior because I'm quite new to the Accord anyways. I haven't gotten to review this car before, and I've been wanting to because it's a very different car. First of all, starting off, it has a 10-speed automatic transmission just like a Lexus LC500 or an LS500 would. And this is a Honda product. And what's really cool about this car is the fact that it makes so much power. Like no other Accord or Honda product makes that much with like a turbocharger besides the Civic Type R. This car has 250 horsepower. That's as much as a Lexus GS200T, and a little bit more than that actually. It has like 11 more horsepower than one of those, and a lot more torque. 273 pound-feet of torque, I believe, and that's awesome. This one, since it is the touring trim, it has a little bit more luxury features, especially with the LED taillights and headlights, and these really big wheels, which look really nice. I'm sure these are like 18-19 inch wheels. They look gorgeous with this design of the spokes. Also, inside it does have leather, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a second. But anyways, looking over at the back, look how awesome this car looks overall. You got a little lip spoiler just at the top, and then you got, of course, the dual chrome exhaust outlets, which is awesome. Of course, it has your parking sensors in the rear, and it looks pretty nice overall, I think, on the outside. It's got this really cool pillar design. Let me show you right now. Actually, it's over here. It's got the way the C-pillar finishes is in a bunch of different pieces. There's one piece over here for the pillar, and then the one back here kind of tapers off in a weird way, and it becomes a point, which is very unique. I mean, there obviously there's no rules to designing a car like this, but this is honestly a very cool design. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the inside. So now we're in the interior of the 2018 Honda Accord, and since this is the touring package, it comes with a lot of cool features in the car, especially with this wood over here and this big screen. It's nice. I think this is like an 8.1 inch display. It looks very good. I think it's a great size, and I mean, for the price, I like this interior compared to the Camry's interior a lot, and that's really nice. And look at these controls. Look at how it all lights up. It looks so premium and stuff. And I think it looks great. And then the push engine start button goes to red once it's started, but before you start it, it's white, and that's awesome. This has a very interesting gear selector. At the top you have park, and then reverse, and then neutral, and then drive, but it's just the way it's set up is very unique. It has a sport mode and an eco mode as well, which is kind of standard. It has brake hold as well. You know, you got your parking brake over there. You got cup holders. They're open, they don't close, and this compartment closes though, which is pretty good. You could put some stuff in there. It has a USB outlet and all that good stuff. Anyways, the car overall feels, for the price point, more luxurious than the Camry. One negative I have just noticed actually right now is that this is not padded that well. The armrest is very like stiff. Oh, it doesn't even like feel good putting your elbow on there. It's just really weird. But look at this faux stitching over here. That creates a great look, even though we all know this isn't leather or you know, actual pieces, but it makes it look good and expensive, which is basically what the goal of the touring trim is anyways. And then of course your navigation system and all this is pretty good. I think that this display and all the features inside are very nice that you can control, especially, you know, like it's very easy to use, which is very good. You could click on phone, do all your phone thingies over there. You know, you could go back into your settings and FM. You get the point. It's a very normal system, which is something I like. And it has a leather wrap steering wheel with paddle shifters. Now, of course, they are plastic paddle shifters, but still, it's very good. I like how they have this type of stuff. For the gauge cluster, something that's really interesting is the fact that half of it is electronic and the other half is an actual analog speedometer, which is very interesting. That's very unique, and that's something like BMW would do. It's a very cool look. And I guess I just got in for this car for the first time, but I guess this is my driving position right now. I mean, this is pretty solid. So let me show you how I fit in the back. I am 6'2", so let me show you that. All right, so I'm like 6'3", 6'2". Let me show you how I fit in the back. And I have like a lot of leg room. I was kind of speechless for a second because I wasn't expecting this, because the Camry didn't have this much leg room because of those sport bucket seats for one of the top of the line trims, which is the XSE. But this car, look how much room I have. And especially if you put down this thing, this little armrest thing, which is kind of cheap feeling just a little bit, it's pretty good. This interior color is not really my choice, because it is like a white, like a Stratus gray type color, which is not something that looks too good. But I think that if this car had a brown interior or a cashmere interior or a black interior, it would look absolutely fantastic. It's very nice and wide, but not too deep, I guess. There are a lot of mosquitoes here. You know what, we should probably close this before they all make a home in this trunk. Now I think it's time we go on the drive and see how this car overall performs compared to its main rival, which is the Camry, especially like the sport version. And anyways, we'll see you guys later before all these mosquitoes bite us. Alright, so this car is fully loaded. It has lane keep assist, it has all your, you know, rear cross traffic alert and all these cool features. So that's really nice. Now let's just go ahead and go on the drive. Here's the gear selector action. You hit D and it goes green. And then you're ready to go. And this car does have an electric power assisted steering wheel and a top connected pedal, and it is front wheel drive only. And just getting started, the steering has some weight to it, and there's this fantastic heads-up display that I have, which is for the first time not as nauseating as most of them are. And it's very quiet. Even the 4-cylinder turbocharged is nice and quiet, and it feels very like controlled, and there's not much roll or anything, or pitch and dive, which a lot of cars usually have, especially that are front wheel drive. And of course it makes some sound, but still, I mean, look, and the ride quality is very, very sophisticated, which is cool, because I wasn't expecting that at all from this car. Oh, it feels nice and sporty, and this car is pretty big, especially inside, and it has about as much legroom as you find in an Avalon, but it's not. It's the competitor of the Camry. It feels premium though, and that's kind of what I said about the last car that we tested, which was the Lexus ES350. And the thing about that car was that it was very, very like pristine quality and prestigious for what the class of the car is. And this feels like an Avalon competitor with its room inside, and the ride quality and everything is so smooth. Let's try support, and obviously immediately you can tell that, okay, so there was a weird little diagram I just saw in the gauge cluster, which is the fact that this car supposedly lowers when it goes into sport mode. I guess that's just a way of saying that the sport, like the suspension gets tighter and sportier. But it also, I think I noticed that the throttle response got pretty sharp, and the steering is very nice and heavy. Wow, let's just go ahead and see. Wow, very nice shifts from the 10-speed automatic as well, which is great about this car. It feels very, very nice and sophisticated and solid. Like, because the steering wheel is so nice and heavy, it feels like you're driving, I don't know, some sort of like tank. Wow, that's cool. You know, you don't expect these things from a car of this class, but then again, the competition has become so competitive that it's just that every car has to be as good, if not better, than the other. But then they keep upping the quality to get more buyers, because everybody's putting in all these lane keep assist and these variable gear ratio steerings and sport modes and sport suspensions. So then they keep taking it up a notch to the point where it feels luxury car good, and that's very impressive about this car. excellent. I definitely would recommend this car, even if you're choosing it over the Camry. Obviously, you know, Toyota has done a great job with the Camry, with its performance and all the sportiness. But this car, in terms of being a luxury car in the touring trim, which is the only Accord I have driven so far, it's an excellent car, for sure. Overall, the time with the 2018 Honda Accord Touring 2.0 turbocharged has certainly been absolutely fantastic, which was very, very impressive for this car. And certainly this car... Anyways, certainly this car is a fantastic purchase that you can make over the Camry, even like personally from a Toyota and Lexus fan, because this car feels more up in its class than those cars. You know, it's less sporty, more luxurious in this trim, and that's awesome. I think it's a fantastic purchase. It has Michelin tires on it. It's great. The steering feel is amazing. Like, it doesn't really have any response to it, but the feel you get, the thickness of the steering wheel is out of this world for this car, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Auto Group. Make sure to like and subscribe for weekly videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Special thanks to Adnan, Kashif and Motor Werks of Barrington for providing this vehicle for review. See you all later.
मट्टी वो पीछे
Oh, वो ठीक समझ सही. अच्छा. So for the interior of the 20 एक सेकंड.
स्टार्ट ही कर दो. नहीं
वाह वाह वाह, एक सेकंड कैसे हो गया? कितना प्यारा लग रहा है. सही है.
ये कैसे दिखाओगे? बोल भी दोगे?
नहीं बता रहा हूँ. अच्छा. It's all in my mood. अच्छा चलो हम जा रहे हैं ड्राइव पे, है ना?